peace to Chadwick Boseman. He was real young.
Jackie Robb, man. Thurgood Marshall, man. James Brown, bitch.
Like entertainment wise, Jackie Robinson and James Brown are in my like top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like those are like some great influence. Like James Brown, that's one of my favorite artists from that era. You know what I mean? Probably go to like, yeah. I mean him, Ray Charles. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But he was one of the ones that I really gravitated to just because his music was real. He spoke about love in a way where it sounded raw. You know what I mean? It sounded like he was like an old school man. You know what I mean? A man's man. You know what I mean? Like don't touch my dinner. Don't touch the big chicken. You know what I'm saying? But he love you at the same time, type shit. You know what I mean? So, and performance wise, watching his old shit. You know what I mean? Like he's one of the greatest performers ever. You know what I'm saying? So, for Chadwick to play that role, I was like, ooh, and he killed that shit. You know what I'm saying? That role was great. And then when he did Jackie Robinson, I was like, oh man, this is crazy.
He killed all because Thurgood Marshall was fired too. I
still ain't watched that one. That's probably one of his movies that I haven't watched. Because that was at the point where I got mad, where I was like, come on, y'all gonna have my man play every black leader that ever lived, even though he might.
Now foreshadowing, right?
You'll take it, right?
You'll take it, one, and he might have wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's when he probably was like,
he probably wanted to do it. Like, I'm gonna do it right.
And all these roles, all these roles we talking about was probably, is the time span where he contracted the cancer.
Well, he had it for 4 years.
Yeah, so all this
it got worse.
All this is a little after 2010. All his movies.
All his movies is in recent years. I would say from probably 2014.
That's what I mean. After 2010 is when his movies was hitting. So he's working throughout this whole cancer thing. You know what I'm saying?
Putting up numbers.
Yeah, so it show you, like, imagine having cancer, right? And you,
I don't want to.
Or whatever therapy or whatever.
Black Panther came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to get to. Whatever you going through, whatever they giving you, right? And you going to set to put this tight ass suit on and do flips and shit.
Bro, it ain't even that for me. I'm gonna put this down real quick. Fuck the movie. Remember what the movie did. Remember how global and how much of a global impact it was, bro. You had people going to these theaters and cosplay, bro. He couldn't go to anywhere.
We went together and we was like, look at this.
Yeah, remember? Yeah, we was in there like, look at this shit, man. But look,
we felt it.
But look how long it lasted that year. That movie came out in February and lasted all. Yeah, to now. To the point where women, he was like, bro, I can't go nowhere now. I'm not shaking hands no more. It's this. Not just with the people, but with the celebrities. We seen that shit. To where we like, damn, they gonna have this nigga tired of being T'Challa. Nobody's calling him Chadwick. Black Panther T'Challa. You know what I'm saying?
But the story Jamie Foxx told him, he said, yo, you know you really about to be all of our king, like, in real life, right? So get prepared for that. You sitting in an NBA dunk contest and Victor Oladipo gonna walk up to you and put the mask on,
come over
and finish a dunk nice and smooth.
That's when somebody's like, Wakanda isn't real. It's like, boy, see, you don't get it. You don't get it. They created something that put, and it's not even just for the movie. You read the fucking comic books, man. They created a place, Stan Lee created a place where black people were who we supposed to be. Not only that, but much more. And don't come here, because we gonna violate you. You see what I'm saying? He did that for us, and they put it on screen. It's
that shit really.
What is it? What is it? Pictures, images, imagery is very important. Not only for
imagery works for the imagination.
Yes, and these kids. Yeah. These kids. I said, yo,
some of these
Black Lives Matter might be pushed by funds from other places and all that, but all these kids are not funded by Black Lives Matter. Yeah. And now that they see how they're treated after seeing Black Panther, these millennials, these new millennials, not tolerating this shit. Because they didn't seen something that portrayed them in a different light.
They ain't go up like us.
Like us.
Where we saw superheroes and we thought, oh, a white man like Superman.
Right.
Every superhero was that. If the only way you knew a Black Panther is if my step pops had a fucking cabinet of comic books and he was like, yo, look at this one, look at this one. You know what I'm saying? But
that's how I knew
you
Black
ain't know
Panther
that.
before
So there's kids
he jumped out in Civil War.
Yeah, there's kids in this generation that don't know the presidency for always being a white face. That don't know a main Avenger captain for not being a black man. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, just like we look at Jay-Z and these people as our heroes, these kids look at these shit as heroes, bro. And they take it real. They taking their action figures and putting all of them around, and Black Panther laying down, he dead. And they surrounding him, and they like this, like respect. They not even crying. They all crying. They just know that, yo, this shit is, we gotta.
They all crying. Naya called me crying.
Shit was crazy.
I didn't even tell my son when Nas texted me like, yo, Chadwick Boseman died. I told you what I was doing. I was literally watching Infinity War with my two sons. The part we was, he right here. He right here. Bro, what are you talking about? I'm watching Infinity War with my sons right now. The nigga just told Banner, we don't do that here. That's when you text me. Yeah. I'm like, boy, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm watching the movie. So you tell me I started this movie and this man was dying?
It's one of my favorite joints right there.
Come on, bro.
My favorite line.
Watch Black Panther on Thursday night. Me and the family. No.
That day he died, they put it on Channel 7 with no.
No, that was Saturday. But he died Friday. Thursday night, we watched Black Panther with the boys.
My favorite line in Eddie Barbara. My favorite line in Eddie Barbara movie.
Get this man a shield.
Nah, is when he asks his sister how much longer. She said a lot of time. I think you need to pick up the pace.
I think you need to pick up the pace. Niggas, how much time you need?
Every time that part come up, I say that shit. You need to hurry up, cause shit getting
real out here. Alright? Me and Captain ran in here full speed.
He gave, well, all those Marvel movies, they humanized them, but he gave it an emotion, like when his actor, like his eyes, when they water, his charisma, it feels like he did Broadway, you know what I'm saying?
Because people seen it before me, of course. People like, yo, you gotta see it, it's great. Remember, we went, and from the first scene, he dropped out. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this about to really be different.
His chasing scene.
Shit in Civil War, bro.
He was the best shit in Civil War, bro.
Niggas was scared. Niggas like, boy, he's a good guy, bad guy. He good or bad.
It's something in that water in South Carolina, man. That shit breeds a lot of talent down there, bro.
It's very disheartening, I guess, because of how young he is and the things he's done over the past couple of years. But think about what he's done.
Yeah, look, 2000.
In the past couple of years while dealing with this shit.
It's short-lived.
That is
regular.
Shit.
Was a series regular, short-lived. He was on Lincoln Heights. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then he was on Persons Unknown.
I don't know him for that.
And then it broke through. Boseman's breakthrough role, camera as player, baseball player Jackie Robinson in 2013.
That was it for me.
In 42, I was like, this guy is the guy. Then he was in.
That was it for me because Jackie has always been
a fixture in a black man's life. He has to be here. You hear about him. He's one person that they put in your school. They hide everything. Yeah, they give you his true story because it's real. Like it's real.
And where did it happen at?
Brooklyn.
It happened on Flatbush, correct?
Yeah.
So this is what I play baseball. I play football. I play basketball. I'm an athlete. So Jackie Robb, who did the same shit, is who I learned about. One of the first people. Oh shit, Ted, my bad.
UCLA triathlete.
So when he did that movie and the way it came out, even when they did Evansville older, and he living on Decatur, and I'm like,
shit was so much of coming to the block. They just want to chip. That was hard. It was on Sullivan and Bedford.
Sullivan and Bedford. Yeah, man. So
Evansville. Imagine a baseball stadium, a Major League Baseball stadium on Sullivan and Bedford with a 44 run. Evansville.
I mean, if you know
the story, they were supposed to build their new stadium where Barclays is at. We would have still had baseball right there instead of the Mets.
Where the Nets would be?
The Brooklyn Nets. That'll be, we don't know. He appeared in Get On Up. Then he did James Brown. Then he did Marshall. Then
go watch Marshall, man.
Yeah, then
I know a lot of y'all didn't watch Marshall, and you gotta.
Then he ran into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 21 Bridges was hard.
That's what I never watched.
It was cool. I didn't watch the Five Bloods still. I gotta watch.
I didn't watch that yet neither. I started it and I stopped it, and I did that because I think at that point you could see that he was sick.
He got one movie that's due to be released posthumously. Posthumously.
I know the word. I can't say it right now.
Mr. Rainey's Black Bottom. Mr. Rainey's Black Bottom. Yeah, whatever. So he was diagnosed with it in 2016, colon cancer.
Okay, look. I haven't watched the Five Bloods yet because I started it, but I remember watching the trailer. Mm-hmm. And it was weird to me. He's in it, but he's not, because they're older guys, right?
He's the young version.
He's the young version back in the war.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, he in the flashbacks.
He's that old dude from,
I thought he was supposed to be dead.
He's the dead one?
Yes.
That knows where the shit is at, right?
They're going to find.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that.
You see what I'm saying? That's why they're showing the flashback, but the other four are the older guys that are going back. The fifth blood is dead, which is him. Eerie, right? Right? Mm-hmm. Now you think about it. But I remember seeing a trailer, and I thought he looked sick.
Yeah.
But this is acting, right?
Yeah, you thinking that's the movie.
And it made 50 look like he had cancer, so I don't know, right? And then I remember the pictures that came out, and he had the 42 on, and people was making fun of him. And that's when they said that he had, they've said it before, but it was never confirmed. Like, his people never confirmed anything. It's just crazy, man. That's why I tell people, man, like I was telling you, I got back on my workout shit. I'm never gonna stop.
Oh no, my man he was in Gods of Egypt?
Yeah. He was the black guy in Gods of Egypt. I never watched Gods of Egypt, but I knew he was in it.
Come on, Chad. Shout out to you, man. One more time. King T'Challa, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace.